Okay, now recording.
Hi, to open up the lift, simply flick down the footrest. I suggest you put down the arm that's closest to you, hold down the lever that releases the seat till you pass 45 degrees, put down the other arm and the tongue of the seat. Have a seat. Now take the lever again in your hand that's over here, hold it down until you pass 45 degrees and let go, and then you'll hear the seat lock. Let me make it lock louder. There you go. Then you're ready to go down. Now, in order to move the lift, you can take the nub at the end of either arm and hold it in the direction you want to go. The lift doesn't move immediately because some people have medical problems like Parkinson that will cause them to shake, so you have to give it a second. If you let go of the control, the lift will stop. If it does stop, you want to let it beep a couple of times before you try to do it again, so the computer decides that you really did intend to stop and so forth. When you get all the way to the bottom, you don't release the control until the lift actually stops. It will stop on its own, and then you'll be all set to just step off at the bottom, since there's no need to turn the seat at the bottom. So let's see, we'll be at the bottom in a second. The lift stops all on its own. I let go of the control, and I get up. To get back on, you just get on. To go up, you simply press the lever to the left now, in the other direction. Either one of them, it doesn't matter. But you have to hold one of them. Now, one of the things I'm going to mention to you is that I didn't really feel it very much, but the track is joined right here, and even though it's very smooth and you don't see it, you sometimes feel a little tiny bump, sort of like you do on the Long Island Railroad when it goes over those very fine joints. I always tell people that they're not going to spill their martinis, so I hope that's true with you as well. But you do feel, you'll feel three little jumps because there are three sets of rollers that hold the lift in place. Again, I'm going to hold this until the lift stops. When it stops, to turn the lift, I'm going to press down the lever, use my feet to push a little bit sideways, let go of the lever once we're past 45, and we're all set. If I'm here alone, you could leave the lift like this, there's no problem, but if you want to put it back, you press the lever down, swing the seat around. Folding it up, I start from the top because those things are closer. You don't need to lean over, just use your toe. There you are.
Okay.
But before we stop the film, and you break it up in another, is that the other important part is the top of the lift here has a display. The display is either going to show C1 when the lift is charging, C4 when it's fully charged, and it will go in and out on its own. You don't need to be concerned with it. And when the lift is turned, it's going to show E5. When it's showing E5, the lift does not move. You can't get it to move. That way, in case you touch the controls, in case you're getting on, the lift won't go out from under you. Now, just a note, it doesn't work the same way at the bottom because the feeling is that if you start the lift up when you're getting on the seat, it's standing you up, which is not dangerous like falling down on your tushy. So that's pretty much it. There's also a switch that you can turn off the power on the lift with. And as I explained to your son, the lift will, if the power goes out, shut itself off after 30 seconds so as to preserve the batteries. It disconnects itself from the power grid so that the power grid that's vacant of power won't suck the energy out. So you could do that manually or whatever. There's also a key there. If you have, I know your son seems a little old to be playing with the stair lift, but you never know. If he's playing with it and you don't want him to, you can take the key out and the lift won't move. All right.
Okay.